Today we're going to talk to you a little bit about France. The flag of France. It goes blue, white, red. White is the ancient color, as said by Lafayette, a French military officer in the 1700s. Blue and red represent Saint Martin and Saint Denis, respectively. Blue and red have been the colors worn in significant events in French history, such as the storming of the Bastille in 1789. The capital. The capital is Paris, as we all know. Weather. France experiences a full 4 seasons, such as we do here in the United States. They get snow, rain, hot and cold temperatures. Very similar to what we have. The population. Population in France is 65,027,000. And the languages in France. French is the official language of France, but throughout the country they speak many different dialects.
Here's a little bit about French food. Wine and cheese are a big part of French meals. They used to eat it a lot at lunch, and they eat it a lot at dinner. Breakfast is a relatively small meal for the French. They eat pastries, they eat breads with butter and jam. They drink coffee or tea. They have croissants, etc. Just bakery items. Lunch used to be the big meal of the day. It used to be a 2-hour meal where they would have a lot of food. It's since then been lowered down to a 1-hour lunch break to account for the busy workday. Now dinner is the big meal, and they have 3 courses. The first course is usually an appetizer course, known as the hors d'oeuvres, and then they have the plat principal, which is the main course, and then they have a cheese course or dessert. They have wine, water, and bread throughout the entire meal.
Sports. Sports are very, very, very important in French culture. Most common sports are soccer, known as football overseas, and rugby. France has over 2 million licensed football players in 2009. I'm not sure what it is today, but we know it was about roughly 2 million in 2009. So you can imagine that the rate would be up a little higher. Handball is another huge sport, not only in France, but also throughout Europe. France is the current world champion in Europe and throughout the world. Ice hockey is also a huge sport in France. Their current team is in the top 20 in the world, ranked top 20 in the world right now.
The Eiffel Tower is a very well-known structure in Paris. For 41 years, it was the tallest man-made building in the world. Both the first and second levels have restaurants, and I think at the top of it is a hot dog stand, which is cool. The Arc de Triomphe is another popular monument in Paris. It's got many sculptures of French soldiers, and it has the names of French generals and French victories inscribed into the walls. It was built in the 1800s, and after it was built, it became the rallying points for French troops and military. The Louvre is a popular museum in France. It's home to famous paintings such as the Mona Lisa. It's also well known for the large glass pyramid that's outside that goes down into the actual museum. Another place to visit in France is the French Riviera. It's a very popular resort area. It's right on the Mediterranean Sea, and the most popular city there is Nice.